Land clearing guys, if you're established at making money with machines right now and you've said that you couldn't justify, afford, or keep a salesperson or an office person busy, you probably just have not done the math, or you're not tracking things well enough to do the math. Because when we do the math with our guys, it can sometimes be like the biggest return on investment you can make in that phase of growth. For example, we did the math on a client's results from 2025, and they were closing 8% of total leads, but their speed to lead and their follow-up was not great, and it's because they were an owner operator, and anytime they were doing things, they couldn't work leads or call or have an efficient lead to estimate process, or they were telling people they could come look at it 2 weeks from now. Well, we figured out if they could just get a 2% lift in their close from 8% to 10%, they would have made $43,000 more last year based on their numbers. That's a small example. We did the same thing with a slightly larger company, 2-man, 2-machine, and similar situation. If we could get a single-digit percent lift, they would have made $120,000 more last year. And on the bigger scale, we did the same thing with a company making multiple 7 figures who actually had a salesperson, but once we started kind of digging, we realized, we might be able to get a 2-3% lift in closes if we refined this sales process. Well, for them, their average ticket was $10,000, and they did over 100 jobs in the year. So, you're talking you get a lift there. You could be talking multiple 6-figure lift from just refining the sales process, which could include an office person, a salesperson, a different salesperson, whatever. Point being, you don't need to think, how can I keep this person busy for 8 hours a day? In y'all's world, if they can get you one more job a month, they're going to more than pay for themselves. Now, what's really going to happen is they're going to get you way more than that. Because to be frank, most of you are closing less than 10% of leads. So anything you can do to get that number up is just going to go straight to your revenue. Especially if you're spending any kind of money, then that is going to go straight to your profit in terms of return. So what you need to look at it is more of the opportunity cost. If you don't have somebody who's paying attention to your phones and your leads at all times, then you are losing money and you are leaving money on the table. And you could potentially get a huge lift in revenue by having this person. And just if you stuck around this long, this has nothing to do with us. Like, we have helped guys with hiring ads and been pretty successful, but this is not necessarily a problem that we solve. This is just truly like value that I see can be added to land clearing businesses. So if you don't know the math, do the math. If you don't have the numbers to do the math, start tracking it. And if you do the math, you will see what I've seen.